I mean, still got that UFO thing, but
ain't nothing we can do. What's up?
Take that light out.
No, it don't matter. They ain't got nothing to do with that. And if I turn this light on,
turn that light on. Nope. Turn that one off.
Is that better?
No.
Ah, yeah. Feel the funk, baby. That's right. This is called the basement. And my man CL's gonna kick it for you like this. From the heights, not with Amorite. Simple, I can do this. Like Popeye the Brutus, I'm your host like a stewardess. Yeah. Fly with the neighborhood, hijacking fella. So prepare for landing and crash into a cellar.
Right. Shout out to, I'm gonna give a special thank out to my dude, the Bread Man, Steven Edwards, who's from here, who's from Philly, he's from our crib, West Philly to be exact, and he does work for BoxingTalk.com, and you know he's been coming on the show every Monday, you know, showing love for his GYGB brethren. So you know I want to thank my dude, the Bread Man, and make sure y'all check him out on his little site that he do too as well. About this, I think Gene is gonna come to fight. You know, I do think Pascal, you know, and I said to Swimmer because I made a joke about his fight game. You know, he's very wild. You know, he's not the most coordinated guy in the world. But, you know, there's no chumpy on his P's and Q's because this guy's one of these guys, if he starts getting confidence, you know, it could be some trouble for Chad on it. But he's another one of these guys. Like, these guys that telegraph their punches, you're not going to beat a boxer that knows how to go backwards. That's a great, you know, attribute of being able to box going backwards. You know, and all the things that we said about the other two guys, about feints, you know, moving your head, rolling your shoulders, slipping punches, countering countering properly. Chad does all that. So I like Chad. I don't like it. It depends on how vulnerable Phelps. I keep calling you Phelps. How vulnerable Pascal is, like far as just stepping into Chad. I like Chad Dawson, perhaps by a knockout, but my safe pick is by decision. And keep in mind too that you know he's a former super middleweight, Jean Pascal, and he's moved up. He's been up here for about a little over a year now, if I'm not mistaken. But this is the first true blue light heavyweight that he's fought. That you know they got that it in him, and Chad got that it in him, and I'm picking him by decision.
Yeah, I'm picking Chad by wide decision as well. You know, one thing about Chad that you picked out, that you just said, you know, in terms of his characteristics, you know, you described Chad, you know, he does everything, you know, good, beautifully from a boxing standpoint. You know, he reminds me almost of, from a basketball analogy, you know, almost like that big guy that has guard skills. Kevin Durant.
That's a good point.
Kevin
Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Tarantula.
So that's what he is, you know, in terms of boxing. You know, he has, you know, he's a guy that's big, but he has these little man type of skills. You know, his movement. You know, you really don't see that, you know, at that weight. But I have him at Chad winning a wide.
Yeah, I tried my best to make it sound competitive, but I'm with you, ride or die. I got it being around too.
Yeah, and you know, hopefully, you know, sooner or later, you know, we can see, you know, Chad. You know, we'll see what Bernard does. Because Bernard still
and forget Bernard. And I don't mean like forget Bernard. Right. I mean forget Bernard as far as Chad, you calling him out.
Right.
You got some hell of super middleweights down there. My prediction is that Andre Ward and Chad Dawson will be the Roy Jones of Bernard that we didn't get in their respective careers. You know, that'll be our Roy Jones of Bernard when it should have been part 2.
Right.
So Chad threw feints. He throws a jab. You know what I mean?
Right.
Footwork is better. It's just different nuances that Chad does that I knew he can improve upon.
Well, as the world turns with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, who we saw today with Don King, and that's another monkey wrench that's been thrown into play now.
As you said, the world turns.
I don't know what to think. You know, this is going to be one of those fights that shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know, I don't know what Floyd is trying to do, but now Manny's supposed to be fighting Antonio Margarito. The equivalent.
All right. I'm gonna ask you I'm gonna put you on the grill. This is a new segment, by the way.
Okay, go ahead. I'm on the hot seat. Go ahead.
No, ours is on the grill.
Okay,
we on the grill. Is Mayweather ducking Manny Pacquiao?
I didn't think so at first, but now, you know, you have to lead towards that, you know, and I'm gonna just be honest, you know, because here, you know, he went back and forth seesaw with the negotiations, and now you got a guy that just said, you know what, I give in. And now it's like, you know what? And you have Floyd saying, you know what? I never was negotiating with you before anyway. So.
And Max confirmed that they were.
Tonight, yeah, and he didn't, and he wouldn't talk about it either. So I don't know what's going on, you know, behind the scenes with Money Mayweather, but you know, it's leaning towards that direction. You know,
You think he's trying to wait till Pacquiao kind of, you know,
diminishes a little bit?
Diminishes a little bit.
I mean, he could. You know, there's a lot of money to be made in that fight, but we also know that Floyd has a lot of pride. You know,
right. That
beyond money. That must go. He does not want to have that one loss. So I don't know about that, but I know we're not going to see that fight anytime soon.
Okay. Margarito versus Pacquiao. Who wins? And why?
You ever play dodgeball?
I like to run it in the ring. $1,000 you can go ahead.
In Philadelphia we have this public transportation.
I'm sure other cities got it.
Yeah, we have public transportation called SEPTA, and the SEPTA bus is like never on time, but probably like what you guys see in your local areas. But you know, you always see people running.
This is
trying to catch these SEPTA buses. Well, imagine a person trying to catch a SEPTA bus and it's raining very hard. That's what the Manny Pacquiao and Margarito fight is going to be like. Manny's just throwing a whole bunch of punches, and Margarito can't escape the ring. I mean, he's not going to be able to catch that SEPTA bus. And I really and truthfully have Manny just outclassing Margarito so bad. Plaster or no plaster? Seriously.
I have to concur. I concur. I'm in agreement with Rada Dodd. I'll touch on Floyd real quick. As far as Pacquiao and Margarito goes, if you don't throw a jab, if you don't throw lead right hands, if you don't have excellent counter punching ability, which gave Manny Pacquiao trouble, that straightforward style coming at him, not loading up punches properly, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna stage left on you, stage right, feint the right, throw the left, move. Left, right, and just going to be a bunch of punches that Margarito won't be able to see coming. I will say this, though. If Pacquiao is able to stay parked just for a little bit of time to give Margarito, one thing Margarito does well, in my opinion, is he cuts the ring off kind of, even though he don't set his punch, he do kind of cut the ring off well. But Pacquiao's footwork has improved so much. And I've been preaching that since the Cotto fight. Nobody wanted to believe me on this program that, I'm talking about the people on Virgin Girl Boxing. When I tried to tell them his feet work has improved dramatically, you're going to really see it in this fight. It's like he has roller skates on. You know, it's going to seem like there's 7 of them in there against Margarito.
Right. And I think
he hasn't fought a year. I mean, he fought a dude, but I'm not counting that dude. He hasn't fought a year. They're moving in at 150. You know, so it's a lot of stuff that just in my opinion, just says Pacquiao all over it.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you, how does that 150 play in his hands, you know, or does not play?
Well, it do play, because if Margarito can make welterweight, he'll be fighting at welterweight. So if him coming down to 150 lets me know that the set is already there. But don't get it twisted like I'm discrediting Manny Pacquiao, because I think stylistically, Pacquiao style beats Margarito. Yeah. I just think Margarito comes straight forward, and it's just, when you fight angles, and you able to turn and move against a straight, that's all I gotta do.
Right.
Now I know what y'all gonna say, he don't stop coming, what happened? Yeah, y'all, you're basically woulda, coulda, shoulda. What we know for a fact is, Pacquiao throws punches from the blind side. We know he throws some angles, his work rate is crazy. He's not gonna get tired like Cotto did. And that's the difference.
Now does he hit, now, I know, you know,
we had this debate, but go ahead.
But does Manny Pacquiao hit harder than Cotto?
Yeah, I think so. One punch power.
So
yeah,
we know already that whether everybody just says okay.
I think Cotto might do better body. Let me say this. Cotto got better timing with his punches, and Cotto probably set his punches up better, like going to the body and stuff. But a straight ahead punch from Pacquiao flush is more detriment than a Cotto's punch.
Right. So we already
couch that.
All right. So there are a lot of people that say
no. They said Shane hit harder than.
All right, but here you got a situation where people will say, okay, well, you know what? That Shane fight when we saw Margarito get hit a lot was because of what happened in the dressing room. But then what I come back to is my rebuttal is, well, he was getting hit a lot in that Cotto fight too. Now, imagine someone as fast as Pacquiao hitting him similar to Cotto and Shane.
We ain't even got to go there. Let's go to the Paul Williams fight when he was outboxed.
Yeah,
Paul Williams outboxed him. I'm just saying, the people that had success against Margarito, how did they beat him? They outboxed him. Other than the Shane where y'all bullied him, which was a different thing. Even in the Cotto fight, which I picked Margarito to win, by the way, because the only reason why Cotto ran that fight because his will got broken. Not because he was a less skilled fighter. He lost that fight based on sheer will being broken and just not having the stamina fortitude. Remember when we was debating, I said he's not a Ray Leonard or Floyd Mayweather where he can pop shot and move all night.
Right.
Pacquiao can.
Right.
He don't see what people get misconstrued at is don't stop looking at Pascal to be a conventional fighter. He don't fight conventional.
Right.
So but he can box. It might not be the way.
He's gotten better.
It's not the way that what people are accustomed to seeing. You know, throwing a 1-2 and I'm gonna go from there type of boxing.
He's still awkward.
He's awkward.
He still throws moving
exactly.
punches. He is a good enough boxer.
He moves and punches. That's boxing.
And he has great ankles. Throws good ankles too. And he's throwing punches in bunches too. So
can Margarito win the fight? Yeah, he can win the fight. But he's going to have to show me some things that I didn't know he had. Like, first you're going to have to get a jab to get... Like, you look at the Marquezes, the Claudies, the people that had some success, again, even though he shut Claudia out, but Claudia was able to land that lead straight right hand that most people thought Floyd Mayweather would catch him with, and most people know that with Manny Marquez caught him with. Margarito don't have none of those punches in his arsenal.
No, he don't. Not that I've seen.
Yeah, it's north-south, no east and west. You're not beating Manny Pacquiao like that. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm picking Pacquiao to win the fight. But real quick, I just wanted to say something on the Floyd Mayweather situation. I'm with you. I think that the first set of negotiations, I was willing to give Floyd a mulligan about that. You know, the whole blood test, even though I thought it was BS, I thought he needed a tune-up. He fought Shane, which was great. As the year ended, we get here now in the fight. They negotiated. Freddie Roach and them obviously saw something in that Shane Mosley fight when he got rocked with that right hand he didn't see coming, and they wanted to make the fight right away, and they was willing to agree to everything. Then these negotiations come up. Floyd said he wants to go on vacation. This was his word. Not ours.
Back, but the rhyme is obese in the basement.
Garza Grill Boxing. It's your man Coltrane. To the left of me, Rada Da.
Shout out to Big Mike.
Shout out to Big Mike.
Doc Sleep.
BJ
Murray.
BJ Murray, the volley boy. You know.
GYGB Soldiers.
GYGBoxing.com is up and running. Make sure you check that out.